Picture to yourself a staircase that is made of crystal. It's transparent, it's glassy, it has got beautiful lights above it. It is shining, there is a red carpet placed on it. All the Bollywood movies that we watch, every time somebody falls in love, a staircase materializes out of somewhere, and the hero and the heroine are seen running up and down and dancing and singing on it. So, such a beautiful staircase. And in the Hollywood movies, on red carpets, on great functions, in big hotels and restaurants, you see such staircases. In the movie The Great Gatsby, Leonardo DiCaprio comes down a staircase with a wine glass in his hand, and that becomes an iconic moment. In the great movie Titanic, you see Kate Winslet making her entry on a staircase. A staircase is a metaphor quite often used to depict an entry or a lifestyle or a life, the beginning of a life. You will see a Cinderella running down a staircase, losing her glass slipper, and that is the beginning of her life too. So now I want you to picture a dilapidated old staircase. It's broken. There are tacks in it, there are splinters in it, the boards are pulled apart. The staircase is very narrow, it is in a corner, there are windings, there are turnings, there is no light quite often, that the climber will find it quite difficult to maneuver his or way up. So think of such a staircase too. I think we will all agree that it is so much more easier to climb on the first staircase, the former one, and the latter one would be a difficult task. So today we will deal with a poem in which we will see a staircase. Let us see what kind of staircase it is. Here we have the advice a mother is giving to her son. The poem is written by Langston Hughes. Mother to Son by Langston Hughes. Well, son, I'll tell you, life for me ain't no crystal stair. It had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time I's been a climbing on and reaching landings and turning corners and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So, boy, don't you turn your back, don't you sit down. Don't you sit down on the steps, 'cause you find it's kinda hard. Don't you fall now, for I still going, honey. I still climbing, and life for me ain't been no crystal stair. So here we see a mother is advising her son. This is a dialogue from a mother to her son. We can presume that the son is a teenager, or maybe he is a young man embarking on manhood. He has come to his mother, he is disillusioned. Perhaps he is starting his career, or he is facing some difficulty in his education. So he has come to his mother, or maybe it could just be a moment when a mother is having a frank conversation with her son. So here the mother is comparing her life to a staircase. She is telling her son that her life has not been a crystal stair, it was a difficult staircase. There were splinters in it, there were tacks in it. Tacks are small nails that are used to hold the carpet, but once the carpet is gone, only the nail remains. Sometimes some threads will remain on those nails. Some of the boards have come apart, so the person will stumble on those steps, and it is bare, there is no light. So she is stumbling in the darkness. She says that I have stopped on certain landings. Here, I think the mother is referring to those periods in her life where she was confused, where she did not see an answer to her problems, but she still climbed on. She still found the solution to her own problems. She says, boy, don't you turn back. You have no option and you should not turn back. You must climb on. In this game of life, you must go on forward without sitting down on the step. Don't be disheartened and don't sit down on the steps. For I am still climbing, honey. I am right in front of you. I'm going to set a model for you. I am climbing upward still, and you can also do it. Life ain't no crystal stair for me. This is what the mother is telling her son. Here we are also reminded of a very famous poem by Kipling where he tells his son. The poem starts with if. That too is the advice a father is giving his son. He says, when your nerves, when your sinews, when your muscles of your body no longer listen to you, when your body has become weakened, then too, my dear son, hold on with your mind. Let your conscience and your mind still carry you through the world. So that is Kipling's advice and blessing for his son. And he says, if you can do that, my son, you are a man. So here we see the similarity in the advice given from a parent to a child. But here there is another issue that is present, and that is the historical context of this poem. This is not only the advice of a mother to her son. This is the advice of a nation to its children. This is written by Langston Hughes, one of the major poets of the Renaissance, the Black Renaissance or the Harlem Renaissance. So let us examine the history here. In the 1900s, there was a great migration of middle class black Afro-American people. They migrated from the desperate agrarian culture of the South towards the Industrial Revolution of the North. As they first started to live in Harlem, there was a lot of, the white neighborhood protested. They did not want the black people coming in or moving into Harlem, but they could not prevent it. And during the World War, in that period of 1914 to 1920, there was it is known as one of the golden periods of Afro-American poetry and literature. Jazz came up as an art form. All kind of cultural art forms came up, and Langston Hughes was one of the major proponents of the period. He was, from his maternal side, he descended from enslaved women, and on his paternal side, he came from men who had enslaved these women, men who were the owners of those cotton plantations. His mother inculcated in him a pride of his culture and of his people. He wanted the world to know the story of the African Americans, their resilience, their laughter, their music, their dance, their tolerance, their ability to move forward, their fighting spirit. He wanted the world to know all that, and he could not separate his own experiences from the African American experience of the period. His own private stories became the stories of his people. Maya Angelou, in her poem Still I Rise, says that you can write me down with the twisted lies of history, but I will still rise like a phoenix, and I will come forth. So Langston Hughes also, in another poem of his, where it is I am, the poem says, I am America. I am the black brother who has been asked to go and eat from the kitchen. But tomorrow will come and I will sit in the dining room and I will eat. And America cannot tell me to go back into the kitchen because I too am America. So this kind of a consciousness we see in this poem also. The mother is telling her son to go forward in life because circumstances will be difficult for the African American people. They are lacking in education, they may be lacking in opportunities, but don't give up. You will get there one day. That is the message the mother is giving her son. That is the message the poet is giving to his people. So we see, when we examine the history of the United States, about a decade back, Barack Hussein Obama became the 44th president of the United States. It took 43 presidents, but the 44th was a man who could claim that his forefathers were African Americans and people who suffered, who slaved, and who built the nation that later became the the United States. So it is that tomorrow has come, which Langston Hughes says, that tomorrow has come where they must they have come forth in the world. So the advice holds: life may not be a crystal stair, but you can go forward and you can still see and achieve your dreams. But racism is still rampant in the United States. We have witnessed, only in the last year we have witnessed how a young man was throttled to death on a pavement where a white officer knelt on his neck and suffocated him. And once again, the black voices have risen up saying, Black Lives Matter. And you can see that these are the forefathers who have put the spirit of resilience into their people. Langston Hughes is definitely one of those poets. And the poetry says that no matter what your circumstances are, you can achieve your dreams. Mother to Son by Langston Hughes. Well, son, I tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It had tacks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time, I's been a climbing on, and reaching landings, and turning corners, and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So, boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on the steps, 'cause you finds it kinda hard. Don't you fall now, for I's still going, honey. I's still climbing, and life for me ain't been no more crystal stair.